hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Arizona State's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Buying some time. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Quick release by the QB. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Powers through the defender. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the...
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. DB's right up on the receivers. He's looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levitt. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Wants to throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The kick is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Mississippi State right back to the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense showing blitz here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Levin. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
First down, Bulldogs.
The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2
going up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Back to throw, it's Chapin. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played.
Wide open spaces. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll toss it, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Levin. Fakes to grab. Touchdown, Arizona State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue.
Oh, out of space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The quick out. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Glover. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. The give to the back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Direct snap. It's Brown. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wide open downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Tollefson. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Gonna swing it on second down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it along the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third.
this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the up. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Looking for a deep man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Tyson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.